Hello.
Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am also good, thank you.
And what is your name?
My name is Ramzan, and what's your name?
Ramzan.
Yes.
Okay, nice to meet you. My name is Alexis, but a lot of people call me Lexi.
Yes, I have also seen that you have written here Lexi, but in your profile you was talking about Alexa. So I thought that maybe I will be pronouncing wrong, so you might think little awkward. So that's why I wasn't able to call your name.
Yeah, well, a lot of people I get called a lot of different things. It's Alexa, Lexi, Lexus, Alex, everything.
So you mean that you feel good if someone is calling you Lexi, right?
Yeah, for me, people can call me whatever. It doesn't really matter. A lot of people, like my family, they mostly call me Lexi.
Okay, that's fine. So,
Yeah,
what's your profession?
I am a teacher.
You mean for now you are teaching, so this is the only profession, or you are doing something else?
No, so I do Cambly, like I teach English on Cambly, but I am also a teacher, like at a school.
Okay.
So I teach elementary school, like third and fourth graders.
Mm-hmm.
So they're what, like 9 and 10 years old, something like that. Um, so they're pretty young, but I teach science and language arts.
Okay. So, in which country you are right now?
So I'm from the United States, but I live in Guatemala.
Okay.
So
First time
it's
hearing.
in. Do you know where Mexico is?
Yes, I heard the name.
So right next to Mexico, there's a really tiny country. That's where I live. It's called Guatemala.
Oh, okay. So, what is the best thing over there?
Um, they have really good food.
That may be in other countries also, other than that, other than food. I mean,
Uh,
what that country is representing.
Honestly, so I've been here for 4.5 years,
Mm-hmm.
almost 4.5 years. So I've been here for quite some time. But honestly, I'm not like the biggest fan of Guatemala. Like they have like good food and like the culture and stuff. It's really good. But I'm not like the biggest fan of Guatemala. I've lived here for a long time, but my husband is from here.
Oh, okay.
So I live here because my husband, he doesn't have a visa to go to the United States yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we're either like later, like in a couple of years, maybe in like 4 or 5 years, we'll go back to the United States. But
Mm-hmm.
hopefully at the end of this year, we're going to move to Panama.
Okay. So he is also doing job?
Yeah, he works in a call center in English.
Okay.
Yeah, he works for a company in the United States. It's called Direct Energy.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's like a light company, like for like people to have lights in their house.
Mm-hmm.
And so he like does sales, and he also like fixes problems with like people that don't pay like bills and things like that. So he does like a lot of like sales and other things in that department, but it's all in English. And he actually works. The company, Direct Energy, is in Texas, which is where I'm from. So
Mm-hmm.
he actually works for the company in Texas. So he actually works from home, and he works in the room like right next door.
Okay. So both of you are working separately right now from home.
Yep.
Yes, that one. So you are only on Cambly right now, not doing the job offline, right?
Well, no, because they have online teaching here,
Mm-hmm.
like all the kids, because of coronavirus, they have everything online, like on the computer. So I teach online and I do Cambly.
Mm-hmm.
So both of them. But right now, at this moment, I'm just doing Cambly.
Okay. So can I know about the thing like you are satisfied with what you are doing right now, or you have any other aim, goal, or something like that?
Um, I don't know. I thought I wanted to be a teacher. Like I really like teaching,
Hmm.
like elementary school kids. Because I have taught kids in kindergarten all the way to fourth grade, and I love being a teacher. But I really like Cambly because one, I get paid in dollars,
Mm-hmm.
and you make pretty good money. Like if you connect often, you can make really good money, and you can work from anywhere in the world. Like if I wanted to move back to the United States, I could work doing Cambly from there. Or if I wanted to move to like China, I could move to China and work on Cambly from there as well. So I like the freedom that Cambly has
Mm-hmm.
because you can work from like other places because I like to travel a lot. So I like that, and they pay pretty good money. So I like what I do now, but I don't know. I maybe in the future, because my husband does like most of the working, like he makes like most of the money, and I just like kind of support. So whenever I have kids, like I don't want to work. I just want to like stay at home with my kids and take care of them. And my husband will like work and stuff. But it's good to have like a little bit of extra money, like doing Cambly or something like that, like for buying shoes or something like that. I don't know, like food or something.
Yes, that's fine. Actually, I was talking about that there are people who are having that kind of aims, like we need this much money, and we are interested to become billionaire or something like that. So you don't have
Yeah.
that kind of visions. So you don't have that kind of visions or goals as.
Um, well, obviously I have like goals and stuff, but they're not more of like a working goals. They're more of like, buying my own house and things like that. Because right now we live, it's a house, and it's like our own house. It's like my husband's house,
Mhm.
but he's been here for so long, so the house is really old. So
Mhm.
we like want to like fix it up and make it a little bit more modern, or we want to buy like a completely like new, like build our own house. So we
Mhm.
have like different types of goals, but I don't know. We don't really have like for me, my husband he does, but for me, I don't really have like very specific career goals because I want to stay at home and take care of my kids. I don't want to like be because I want to have a big family. I want to have like 8 kids. So I want to be at home and like homeschool and things like that. And then my husband he wants to do like IT work and things like that. Like he's really good with like technology and things like that. So he has like career goals, but for me, not so much.
So the question is like when you got married, then at that moment, what the boys are looking in those girls. I mean, how he selected you in terms of your profession or what?
No, we actually met. So we were missionaries for a church.
Mm-hmm.
So we met in a different country. We actually met in Panama,
Mm-hmm.
which is where we're going to be moving at the end of this year. We're
Mm-hmm.
going to be moving back to Panama because we both love it there, and my husband wants to have a job there.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be moving there at the end of the year, but we actually met like on a mission. So we actually like, I guess you could say like fell in love because we were both doing something that we both loved. So we were like involved in our church and things like that. Cause in that time we didn't work. The only thing that we did was like serve a mission. That was it. So we were there like doing service projects and things like that. We didn't work. We just like served the people that were in the area that we were in. So we didn't like fall in love like per se of like our professions or anything. It was
Mm-hmm.
just more of like our religion and like church things that was like more a factor in everything. And then he came back to Guatemala and I went back to the United States, and then I came here like 4.5 years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
we've been married for 3 years. So
Okay, so you mean that because of social service, both of you were connected over there, right?
yeah, basically.
Yes, yes, of course, that is the good thing because this is a kind of self satisfaction.
Yeah.
And in terms of like if you are connected with your religion, then obviously there would not be any doubt at all. So when
Yeah.
someone is coming in contact with each other, so in most of the cases, if according to my experience, if someone is meeting uh, in any other point of contact or in any other way, so that may be the doubt and something like that, we investigate about the person. But when you are meeting in a church or some religious place, so the mind is more clear about the other person.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it's easier for understanding each other. And if you are doing the same job and he is also doing the same job, so of course we can imagine that yes, he is having the mindset of social service and serving others, helping other people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for us it's kind of interesting because a lot of people um I don't know, like whenever we first met, we actually were like we didn't like each other. So
Hmm.
we like met each other and we were like, "Oh my gosh, like I just like couldn't stand him. He was like really annoying." But I guess afterwards, like when we actually got to know each other, we became friends. And then afterwards, we like after we were friends, like I when I went back to the United States, we were talking a lot more. And then
Hmm.
when I came here, the whole time that we were dating, it was a little bit different, obviously. But I think it was more to do of like just like serving other people. Like we have like kind of the same goals like in our life. Like we don't like neither one of us are very like, oh, money, jobs, like big house, big car, like fancy car, anything. Like we don't really care about those types of things. For us, it's more like be happy in life. Like we want to be happy. Like I would rather be like a poor person with like not, a lot of money and like be happy like with someone that you love than be like rich and have like big house and like a nice car or something and be with someone that's like mean to you or like doesn't, there's not like love in there. So for us it was never really like about like our cultures because we come from two very different cultures.
Different cultures.
But it was more of like we both have like the same mindset and the same like goals, like serving people and like just being happy. And obviously, my husband, he has like career goals, like things that he wants to do with like his job and like when he graduates and stuff. But I think that's more like, especially here, a lot of the men work and women they stay home with their
Mhm.
kids and stuff. And I think that's like that in like a lot of cultures too.
Yes.
But for me, I like working. Like I like doing Cambly and stuff. But obviously, like right now, we don't have kids. So when we do have kids, I want to focus like I want to homeschool my kids and like when they're young, like raise them and things like that. And obviously, I can still always do Cambly or something else like teaching because I live in a foreign country. So here, teaching English is very easy. Like a lot of people want to learn English. So I have like a lot of private like tutor classes that I do as well. So I always am like making money, but I just like having like free time, a little bit of open
Yes.
schedule.
But from your face, I am also seeing that you actually know the meaning of life, because in most of the cases people are really sad about money. And what I
Yeah.
understood from other people is like money is a part of life. Money is not everything. Money is like a fuel which is only required to run a vehicle. It is not like we will be overflowing and that would be something different or something like that. So we
Yeah.
need to keep it in its own place rather than thinking more and making our life more uncomfortable, and having that kind of trust that yes, we will be having much more money, then we will be more happier. So
Yeah.
at some point of time they also think about that money is not everything.
Yeah.
We need to keep it as a part of life, but there are other things which are important, just like you. So you have the peace of mind and you understood everything about your life, that how you need to live and how you are happy, more happier
Yeah.
without that kind of assets. So in most
Yeah.
of the cases people are having too much things and still they are unhappy.
Yep, very true. And it was kind of hard because my parents, like my mom and dad, mostly my mom, she was like, "Why are you marrying someone from Guatemala? They're like they don't have any money, like they won't support you like financially." And she was like, "You can come here and marry like an American guy and like he'll give you like more money and like bigger house and this." And I just told her I was like, "Well, I don't get married for money. Like I don't want to like marry somebody for money, but for like love, like because you love that person and you have like the same mindset and goals, and that's why, not for like house and cars and things like that." So I don't know. I wish we could talk a little bit more time. It looks like our time is running out, but
Yes, sure. So thank you so much. I got a lot of understanding about life and other things. So I will meet you once again. We'll book the
yeah,